All right, another beautiful summer day for a ride out here in Livermore. Meeting up with the Cycletrons for the Reverse Carneal course. There they are. Barely just made it. Super windy as it has been coming down Altamont. Big headwind. Doing my morning intervals. Good sized group today. Should be a lot of fun. Or I guess a lot of pain. 600, almost 700 watts here, 23 miles an hour. Just starting out, still here in the neutral zone. Right turn towards the residential areas here as we head on out to the country roads. Beautiful blue skies. Much cooler than it has been the past few weeks. Just trying to catch my breath. Had a nice hard workout this morning. Was hoping for 5 to 10 minutes of a recovery before meeting up with these guys, but the headwinds just wouldn't have it today. No problem, just gotta play it smart. Making a right turn here onto Vasco Road. Always fun riding with the Trons, nice big groups. Pretty safe. A lot of regulars out. Always makes it enjoyable. Bunch of good guys out here today. Nice and steady here, still in the neutral zone, but making this right-hand curve. Meeting up with a few other guys up ahead. For the official start, that's when the racing begins. Everyone getting into position. There's some other guys there up ahead, gonna hop on. Super windy today, but after battling that headwind, this isn't too bad. At least I got some wind cover from all these guys. A line of guys coming up here on my left side. Now I'm pretty much towards the back after moving up to halfway pack. Friday's ride is always the Carneal Loop, but in reverse, so we go counterclockwise. Tuesdays we go clockwise. Otherwise, the rest of the course is pretty much the same. Left-hander, gonna be a fast windy stretch here, always is. Not too bad, 21 miles an hour, about 250, 300 watts. And a little bit of a breather here though. Uh-oh. All right, right-hander onto North Livermore. Pace is picking up here. 700 watts almost, 22, 23 miles an hour, 24 miles an hour. Now we're up to 29. It was a big acceleration coming up North Livermore. 600 watts, big gap opening up. Got to close this down. Let's see if I can do it. 28 miles an hour, 500 watts. Looks like I'm gonna just make it. Perfect. Eased up a little bit. Sometimes there'll be attack upon attack all the way up and over North Livermore. There's Sam. Big shout out to him. He saw I was recording, so he went hero mode on us. Good work closing down that gap. Got a bit of a kicker here. Never know if it's going to be torturous or a bit restful on this particular small pitch. Depends on who's out, who's in the pain cave. Not too bad, 400 watts, 19 miles an hour. Trying to get a better position here. Let's try to work my way up. Still got most of the pack together, so it should make for a fun ride. Let's see, once we make the right-hander onto the beginning of the loop, if anybody falls off. It's a steady climb all the way to the back side of the loop. Alright, here we go. Right-hander. This begins the loop. Tuesdays we would have gone straight. .21 miles an hour. 24 minutes into the ride. Still a good group here. It was fun riding together. Just such a beautiful day. Really enjoying it. Gotta enjoy the summertime while it still is here. Can be out with short sleeves, enjoying the wind, fresh air, sunshine. Making my way to the front here. Taking a turn finally. Feeling pretty recovered, just don't want to overdo it. Still got a ride home after. There's Wand, moving up. Nice group here, good team effort. Last little kicker before it flattens out just a little bit. The stretch is always tough, you gotta dig deep, stick with the group here. Not too strung out. Some guys moving up ahead. Another gap open up, gotta close this one down. Looks like they're easing up a bit. Alright, perfect. Hopping back on. .270 watts, 21 miles an hour. We're just about 10 miles into the ride now. 90 RPMs. Moving up again. It's a nice flat section here before we hit a few descents. Then a final little kicker before we have the major climb for the day. Juan fueling up, getting ready for the next hard effort coming up. Small little climb before we have the final descent, then the left-hand turn. Always got to be careful for oncoming traffic here. Left-hander. Now we've got a steady climb. We'll see how hard they push today. 26 miles an hour, 300 watts. It always gets pretty strung out here. So far so good. Sometimes it can be a huge acceleration up front. But looks like these guys are riding steady today. Right lane is pulling forward. Kind of stuck back here. Hopefully I could slip in before they make any kind of move. .97, 98, 100 RPMs, moving up ahead. 17 miles an hour, coming up this climb. Pace is picking up, 300 watts. Gonna hop on here to Robert's wheel. Nearing the top. Gonna be a little right-hander for the final pitch. pretty steep though. I'm feeling okay. A little windy. 400 watts almost. 16 miles an hour, over 30 minutes into the ride. Here's that final kicker. Stand, getting out of the saddle, putting in the power, 500 watts there for me. Last stretch, got to crest over this hill. You can see a big gap opening up because I'm fully exposed to the wind. Kind of brutal. See if I'll be able to hop back on. 400 watts, 20 miles an hour. Starts leveling out, then we'll have a descent here. Left-hander, getting ready to close out the loop. Hard effort here, over 700 watts, 22 miles an hour. Slight incline. This part's always tough. Guys are pushing it, it's really strung out. Bit of a gap right there. Trying to stick on, 400 watts, 23 miles an hour. Gotta get to the top. All right, looks like they're easing up just a bit. Catch my breath, 300 watts. Wow, such a nice day, great to be out. Miles an hour, making the descent. Gonna make the right-hander here coming up to head back to the finishing line. Take a sip of my Scratch water bottle. Gotta hydrate. All right, here we go. Gonna make this right-hand turn. Bit strung out here, bit of a gap open up here, but Mike's strong. We'll probably close it down. 29 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, 300 watts. Still trying to close the gap. Almost 40 minutes into the ride. This stretch is always fast. Gotta play it smart. Got a final steep kicker coming up before we have a descent. And then it's more or less flat to the finish. .29 miles an hour, making the descent now 31, 32, 33 miles an hour. Catch my breath just a little bit here. Nice descent. There's the left-hand turn that we made earlier to begin the loop. Now heading back. 38 miles an hour. Woohoo! Always fun. Got the need for speed. .35 miles an hour. All right, now we're on a flatter stretch here, but still going 30. Almost 15 miles into the ride. A little bit of a left-hander. Always starts getting fast here. Got a small bump coming up. Then it levels out. Slight decline afterward, but first got to close down this gap. 400 watts there. 34 miles an hour. Hopping on the back. Still pushing it, 300 watts. All right, should be safe. 95 RPMs. Still spinning away. Hopping on Rich's wheel back here. Always fast to the finish. We'll see how windy it is coming back on North Livermore though. All right, making the descent. Got a bit of a right-hander. I always err on the side of caution. Rather take it slow and steady. Don't want to risk anything. Never know if there's any debris in the road. Only problem is taking the conservative route always opens up a gap. There's the gap. Got to close it down. 700 watts. Couple guys behind, a little strung out. 500, 600 watts. A bit on the windy side here. 31 miles an hour. Come on. Gotta latch on. There we go. No attacks yet, so nice and steady. Was able to hop on, no problem. Coming back down North Livermore. Let's see what happens here. How's everyone feeling? Any more attacks? Passing another cyclist there. Beautiful day to be out. Always peaceful here on these roads. Usually not too much traffic. Makes it fun. Some debris. Someone coming up on the left side here. Got some nice wind protection. 400 watts there. 27 miles an hour. Still pushing the pace, but not too painful. All right. There's Mike. He was up the road for quite a while. See on the left side, that's where we came out of earlier. Still heading down North Livermore. We'll make a left-hand turn. Then it's a continuous road with just a couple curves before we hit the home sprint. Kind of stuck in the gutter here. Don't want to cross the line. Sometimes it's painful if they're really pushing it. 21 miles an hour, making a left-hander. This stretch is fast, 700 watts. Another gap. Gotta close this one down. Windy. 33 miles an hour. Gotta latch back on here. Alright. Looks like they eased up a bit. Still stuck in the gutter back here. 30 miles an hour. Easing up a little bit. Still coming down this stretch. 400 watts. 48 minutes into the ride. That's 18 miles. Alright, finally some wind protection. Thanks, Juan. I won't report you to the police now for crossing that center line. Just kidding. Alright, perfect. Moving up a little bit here. Let's see how I'll feel though. Gonna make a left-hander coming up. Oh, it's pretty windy. Don't want to get stuck in the gutter again. But I can feel it. My morning intervals are burning in my legs. 400 watts. Not too bad. 25 miles an hour. Gonna make a right-hander here coming up for the home stretch. Will it be a sprint finish? I don't know if I've got it in my legs. Let's see. All right, home stretch, here we go. I think I'll just set up now. That was a good ride. Nice day, good ride. Take it a little easy so I can have some juice going home. Oh, there's Mike. All right. .30 miles an hour. Almost there. 100 meters to go. Still back there. There he is. Nice and steady. Looks like he's closing in on me. All right. That's it. Good ride, good ride. Felt pretty strong. Was windy. Stuck in the gutter, a lot of guys crossing the center line. Just chatting a bit here with Mike about my 360 camera. Really enjoying it so far, captures good footage. Hoping to take more videos of other rides. Stay tuned for that. Like, share, and subscribe if you're a bicyclist or if you enjoy watching. I'm gonna continue straight, head home. Got another 12 miles or so. I'll enjoy that. Nice, steady endurance pace. Thanks for tuning in. Happy riding out there.